Now, who's been a good little kitty? Hey, what's up, gang? Ken here from the Retro Toys Beats channel in Malaysia. I hope that everyone's doing good out there. Now, I put out the full video review for the new MOTU Masterverse Deluxe Battle Cat on the channel last week. That one got a great response from you guys, and I thank everyone out there for supporting and sharing the video out. Now, after that video, I did receive quite a few requests to show off some more additional shots of the new Masterverse Battle Cat alongside the Origins He-Man action figure. Now, I suppose that this is a very natural request, seeing as how the Origins version of He-Man is the newest version of the character that's been put out on shelves. And for many people out there, I believe it could also be the very first He-Man action figure that you guys have had the chance to own. Seeing as how it's also the first He-Man action figure that's commercially available on regular retail shelves after almost 20 years. Yeah. Now, the reason why the original video didn't include a comparison with the Origins version of He-Man is because, well, this new Battle Cat is simply too big for him. Okay, I mean, he's gargantuan. Absolutely the biggest fully posable Battle Cat toy that's ever been produced. Now, you know it just by looking at it, alright? I tried using a larger classics version of He-Man to go alongside it, as seen in the video, but even that didn't seem to fit correctly. So the figures that are supposed to go with this Battle Cat, the Masterverse figures, are probably much bigger still. I can't say for sure, we don't have them in hand yet, but anyway, I did decide to put this video together and actually discovered some surprising things along the way. So hey, thanks for joining me tonight, and let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, so now I've got Battle Cat all fully geared up with his riding harness and helmet. And the one thing that I wanted to cover first is just to show you guys once again just how massive the seating area is on the riding harness. Okay, it's just huge. Okay, right? You've got to really get a figure to wrap his thighs around this thing. Okay, it's massive. Okay, now we've got the Origins He-Man action figure seated on the deluxe Masterverse Battle Cat. And from this angle, he looks okay. It's only when you turn him around to the front here that you see just how wide his legs are spread apart, and he looks pretty weird, okay? There is a lot of room on that harness, and if you've got to split his legs apart any wider, he's practically going to be doing the splits, okay? Now, a huge muscle-bound guy doing the splits, that's totally a Jean-Claude Van Damme move, okay? As you can see, he flops around a lot, okay? If the figure's stationary, I guess he looks all right only from the side here, but this clearly is not the riding harness that he's supposed to be on, okay? And from the back, yeah, he looks totally off, okay? And once you start to move him around, the figure will fall off, all right? As it is, it's either you've got him leaning forward or, leaning to the back as much as possible, okay? But anyway, just to show you guys that this clearly is not a good fit, all right? Now, the Origins He-Man figure is not meant to go with this deluxe Battle Cat. Okay, but it does make you wonder just how big and wide does the Masterverse He-Man need to be in order to comfortably be seated on this Battle Cat. Now, if you were to look at the amazing painted artwork that comes with the packaging the packaging box for this figure, you'll notice how He-Man is seated on Battle Cat. He's got his left hand holding on to the front end of the riding harness, okay, like that, okay, that spot there where it looks like you could fit his hand on top of it. And that seems to be the only way that he can actually stay on Battle Cat without, getting flipped off. So I wonder if when we get the action figures in hand, I wonder if that's actually supposed to be the way that you're supposed to seat him, okay, and have him hold on to Battle Cat in a very realistic way that enables you to pose the figure, on top of Battle Cat without him, flopping around or falling off. It's just something that I noticed here in the art. Again, it could just be an artistic interpretation, but it could be a clue, all right? It could be a clue as to how we're going to manage the He-Man figure on top of this Battle Cat. Think about it, all right? Now, the other thing that I wanted to cover, because I don't think I actually touched on this in the earlier video, and it's probably going to be important to you guys out there when you're getting this figure, is to know just how sturdy and well constructed this particular Battle Cat is. Now, if you notice, and this is amazing, okay? Actually, when I saw this and I saw they was able to do this, I was just freaking amazed because you can actually have him raise his left paw while standing comfortably, okay? You can have him raising his left paw or maybe even his right paw actually in a striking attack position, okay? And you can do this, you can pose the figure in such a way that it doesn't even fall over, all right? It doesn't tip over. You don't need like multiple hands or support base to actually prop it up or anything like that. Okay, just look at this thing here. Okay, it's amazing that it can actually do that. Now, as I touched on in the first video, this is practically the ultimate Battle Cat toy. Okay, I can't think of a way that it can possibly improve on this. It's got everything that you need except for ball jointed neck. Okay, the neck just moves up and down, and I think that is the one area that I'm curious that they omitted. But however, in my earlier video, I did mention that it does have two very good joints in the body, in the middle of the body, and this allows for a great deal of rotation. But probably I didn't mention enough about how it's actually on a ball joint. Okay, somebody left a comment that it needed to be stressed that these joints were ball joints, and they are. Okay, this thing has two amazing ball joints that allow you to achieve a really good range of motion. You can have Battle Cat in these cool stalking kind of positions where it looks like he's moving through the jungle quietly, moving his body from side to side. And just the fact that they've gone the extra mile to include this much articulation into the figure, shows that they were really intending to go all out on this one. Now, Mattel has shown a lot of really pioneering technologies when it comes to showing off articulation. I think in their creature-based action figures, we've seen this as of 2018 when they took over the Jurassic World license, and we saw how they added on all these innovative articulated parts to the dinosaurs. Right, the dinosaurs now were able to be posed and articulated in ways that you could never do so before. And I think that a lot of that is actually now spilling over into the other action figure lines. And their chance here comes with doing a creature like Battle Cat here for Masters of the Universe. And we get to see all of those improvements that they've incorporated into their action figures when it comes to articulation. Okay, now somebody also left a comment asking if the accessories for the Origins Battle Cat can be fit onto this new deluxe Masterverse Battle Cat. And I gotta tell you guys really are innovative with your questions. Okay, so the accessories for the Origins Battle Cat are obviously a lot smaller. You see how the helmet can actually go onto this Battle Cat's head, but it really is too small for him. Okay, he does look okay from a certain angle, but once you turn him around, okay, in the first place, the helmet doesn't really stay on that well. It's meant to actually cover all the way over his ears, all right, and this thing's just too small. Okay, and if you notice here, just peeking a little bit underneath here, you can see Cringe's eyes, just waiting to pop out. So no, the helmet's not really a good fit. Okay, and then next we have the riding harness. All right, the Origins Battle Cat, the riding harness that comes with it is actually made of pretty hard, sturdy plastic. Okay, whereas the new one with the Masterverse Battle Cat, the plastic on the riding harness is actually flexible. So anyway, this thing is just too small. Okay, there's no way that it's gonna fit on that body. Okay. All right. So I hope that answers that question. Okay, now I was just messing around, and I suppose with a little bit of creativity, you can sort of have the Origins He-Man riding Battle Cat, facing forward like so, except that you've got to have his hands probably gripping around the horn extension here that's on the riding harness, and he actually looks okay, I suppose. It kind of reminds me of the Never-Ending Story. You know what I mean? Like he's that Atreyu kid riding the dragon in the Never-Ending Story. All right, so you have him basically riding him like as though he's flying on top of Battle Cat. Okay, and I actually think that this is okay. It may not be like the go-to way to pose him, but if you only had the one He-Man action figure, and then you had this Battle Cat, and you need to figure out a way for them to go together, I guess this isn't too bad, right? So hey, let me know what you thought of this in the comments. Let me know what you think of the video. Okay, I don't mind doing follow-up videos to stuff that you guys need to see. So do leave me a comment with your requests. Okay, I'm happy to hear from you guys as always. And that's the video for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys again real soon. Thank you.